It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's a public service. Here's the email we got. If something's going on in your relationship, send us the story. We'll see what we can do. Dear Ryan, my husband started taking night classes to work towards his computer engineer degree. I'm concerned it's led to him cheating on me. The classes are 5 nights a week, and lately he hasn't been coming home until after I'm asleep. You ever taken night classes?
Yeah, in college.
I have too. Rough. I did them here while I was working. Rough.
Rough, for sure.
They go till 10. You're like, it's rough. Most nights it's around 1 a.m. till he gets home. Wow, that's late. But one morning it was 5 a.m. He didn't know I was still awake, but I was. I want to get more information, so I went to the school to see what I could find out. They said he's not even enrolled.
Whoa.
Got to cover that track. All right, something's going on. Selma. Let's grab Selma. Selma, I don't even know if there's much to discuss. If you went to the school that he said he's going to and he's not enrolled, clearly, no matter if he's cheating or not, he's lying to you.
Yeah, clearly. I need to find out what's going on, you know?
How long have you been married?
For over 4 years now. We have 2 little ones at home.
Yeah.
Is it possible he maybe took on a second job and he's like too embarrassed to tell you? Maybe he's embarrassed because of money problems?
I don't know. I mean, no, we've been working so hard. I'm super supportive of him. So, I mean, I knew from the get-go with him signing up for these classes that it was going to be a huge weight on me. So I've been working extra, trying to make up for the income that we're not getting from him going to those classes.
Did you tell him you contacted the school?
I told him I contacted the school.
He says he's enrolled in school. He's not. He's coming home at 5 a.m. Doesn't matter. There's no school that's going until 5 a.m.
Right.
There's no school. There's no overnight school.
Exactly.
To my knowledge.
Exactly.
I mean, there's restaurants and people that are open all night, but not school. Okay, Selma. So I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call.
On Kiss FM.
On Kiss FM.
So we're going to call your husband, and Sissany is going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ricky?
This is Ricky.
Hi, Ricky. My name is Emma. I'm calling from Tender Touch Floral. How are you doing this morning?
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from, we're actually a new flower shop here in Fontana. We're right on Foothill Boulevard, kind of near Sierra Avenue.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey. Hi.
Hi. I'm just calling because you've actually been chosen to receive a free dozen roses today. We're doing this promotion, just trying to promote our new business, and you can send them to whoever you want today. They're absolutely free. Is there anybody that you would want to send them to?
Yeah. Do I have to give you a credit card or anything to back it up or no?
No, I don't need any billing information from you or credit card numbers or anything. Just the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note, and then we can send them off this afternoon if you like.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, send them to Karina.
Karina? How do you spell that?
Corina.
Okay, cool. And then what would you like to put on the note?
How about today flowers, tonight me.
Ricky, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. My name is Ryan Seacrest. That is Sissany. Your wife is also connected, Selma, on the line. Who is Karina? And what's going on with Karina? And why are you seeing Karina? And are you enrolled in school or not?
Hold on. What's going on right now?
Today, flowers, tonight, me. Your wife is on the line. Selma, let's hear your voice.
Ricky, are you kidding me? Who the hell is Karina?
You just sent flowers, roses, to another woman, not your wife, with the card, today, flowers, tonight, me. You're cheating on your wife with this woman?
You know what? I'm not even going to lie. This is so stupid. Yeah.
Ricky, are you kidding me?
No, here's the thing.
Are you kidding me?
This is a conversation we've been having for a year. I'm sorry that it came out like this, but you know what?
This is not a conversation we've been having for a year. I've been nothing but supportive while you came to me and told me that you had to take these classes.
No, we don't have
your engineering degree. And you leave me at home while I'm working double time so I can pay for these classes that you're not even going to?
Hold on, he just said that
taking care of our kids?
He just said that you aren't intimate ever. Are you saying that is a reason why you have gone outside the marriage?
No, it's not cool. It's not cool to cheat. I know that, but I've tried everything. I tried date night. I tried getting babysitters for the kids.
But then why not? So Ricky, if you tried all that and it's not working, why not just say it's not working and separate?
Listen, how many guys do you know are going to just go and go and go and not date it until they're told it's okay? I'm begging you. I'm always begging you.
I don't even know what to say to you, Ricky. I'm so livid. I'm shaking right now. I'm so angry at you. And I work all day. I try to take care of the kids. I cook. I clean. You come home and you want to just pounce on me without any kind of lead up to it, and you expect me to just respond? Are you kidding me?
Ricky, who's the girl? Where do you know her from? Who is she?
I'm not going to get into that.
Where did you meet her?
Where did you meet her?
I met her at the classes.
Does she know you're married?
You're not taking classes. We don't believe that you're in classes, so don't say that. Where did you meet her?
No, I went to the school and I went to the
yeah.
Selma.
Yes.
There's part of me, this is not going to be popular, what I'm saying here. There's part of me that believes that you knew this was going on. I think that because there was this complacency in your relationship, if it's true, and it sounds like it was, that you're not that shocked that he's gone outside the marriage. Is there any truth to that?
I mean, I had a bad feeling about it, but I've been working so hard, Ryan, to do everything for our family. And I'm sorry if the last thing that's on my list is being incredibly intimate with my husband. It falls off sometimes. And maybe I could be better about that, but that's no excuse. We're in a marriage. We're supposed to be a team.
So is there hope? You found out he's seen this other woman. Clearly, he's blaming the lack of intimacy on it. What do you do from here?
I don't know. I honestly don't know where we go from here. I have to worry about my kids.
That I understand.
That I understand. Anything I can say, it's just this person doesn't matter. It's literally just and.
Ugh, so gross.
All right, hang on, both of you, for a second. So, if you're Selma and you're doing everything she says. That's pretty admirable, right? Pretty. It is.
Absolutely.
She's working that hard. She's putting the kids first. And he's blaming the lack of intimacy on this. Not a good excuse.
No, not at all.
So what do you do? She sounds like she's not so... it just sounds that angry at him in a strange way. I don't feel like she sounds that angry at him. Mm-hmm. If that happened and I heard about that and I was Mr. Mom, I would be livid.
I know.
Livid.
I know.
But she's not. It doesn't seem like. I know she's annoyed, but she doesn't seem like angry.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Ryan's Roses here at Kiss FM. Carly's on the line. Carly sent us an email from Pomona, and she says, my husband has barely been home for the last month. He's been involved in a huge project at work, and he's been sleeping at the office a lot during the week. Okay, so there's that. Then she says, last weekend we got in the car to go to dinner, and his Maps app popped up saying 8 minutes to home. We were home at that time. All right, Carly, I'm not as app savvy as maybe I should be. What did that mean to you when you saw that?
Yeah. So with the iPhone, if you go to a place enough times, it'll figure out that that's your home. And so it'll just pop up once in a while letting you know how close you are to home. Like, oh, we're 8 minutes away from home. A little bubble pops up. So when that did pop up, when I did see it, we were already home. So it said 8 minutes to home, but we were home. So it was just so confusing.
So did you think then that he had been doing what when you saw that and when you're confused by it?
Well, I mean, it wasn't our address, and it wasn't his work address or any address that I knew what it was. So I just thought, okay, so he's going somewhere so often that I don't know about that. His phone thinks it's home.
So is that right? The app would, with its AI tubs, determine that if you go to that address frequently, it's your home?
Yeah, it'll pop up on there and say...
And say home?
Yep.
Why doesn't it say that when I go to the office all the time? Home.
I couldn't tell you that.
It starts picking up on the place that you frequent. So if he's going to this certain place to maybe spend the night, or whether it's his office, your iPhone can start saying, like, is this home, or automatically change it to home.
Huh. All right. So, listen, Carly, what we're going to do, how long have you been married?
3 years.
Okay, look, so what we're going to do is put you on hold. We are going to come back, and we are going to call your husband and see what we can find out with some roses here. Next, Kiss FM. Sisney is ready to go to offer the roses to Carly's husband. So she thinks because of the app that said they were 8 minutes from home, but it wasn't home, that he's been going to the same destination time and time again, that the app actually thinks it's home for him. So I'm going to get him on the line here. We're going to call him, Carly. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call.
What's his name? Okay, got it. Thank you. We are going to call him now. Be very quiet till we tell him he's on the air. Let's see if we can find out, all right?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Good morning. Can I speak to David, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hi, David. My name is Wendy. I'm calling from the Floral Garden here in Pomona. How you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Thank you for asking. So we're trying to promote our delivery service, and what's really cool is that we offer local residents a promotion once a month. You've been selected for this month, and that means that you can send a free dozen red roses to anybody that you'd like today. They're absolutely free. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family if you like our arrangements.
Oh, wow. That sounds cool. Go ahead and you can send it to Estella.
Estella?
You spell that, Estella.
Uh-huh.
And is there a card that comes with it or anything?
Yeah, I can. We have different types of occasions, whether it's thinking of you, I'm sorry, love you cards.
Okay.
There's romantic cards that have hearts on them.
Gotcha. You can send one of those romantic hearts and just put just because love Big D.
Just because love Big D.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's Estella to you?
She is, we're been in a relationship as of recently.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just...
David, it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have your wife, Carly, on the line right now. You were in a relationship with Estella for recently? You've been in one with her?
What? Wait, what?
We have your wife, Carly, on the line. You are also in a relationship with Estella?
What? Wait, what's going on here? What?
We're asking that question, David. That's what we're asking you. What is going on? Your wife is on the phone, right? You have a wife named Carly, David?
Who is she?
Wait, what? Why? Hold on. Why is this any concern of yours?
It is
David,
absolutely none of mine.
who is
It's
Estella?
Carly's.
Carly?
Yeah.
I see what's happening. I got it.
What's happening with you and Estella?
Look, Carly, we need to talk, but God, not now. Can we talk later?
No. Who is she? How do you know her?
She works at that bar on 3rd Street, that I go to sometimes.
The bar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is what he does. I was a waitress, and the girl before me was a dog walker. What is your problem?
David, how long has this been going on with Estella?
Look, it's I can explain everything. It's been going on a little bit, but I don't want to talk about this over the radio.
I don't either. Believe me, this is not what I came to do today. So you have been cheating on your wife for a period of time. Were you planning on telling her? Were you planning on just seeing both women? What were you thinking?
Look, Carly, I can explain everything, but I'm not talking about this on the radio.
Have you been sleeping at her house when you've been telling me that you're at the office? That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
That's what I thought. You're psycho.
Okay. We're going to let David off the line. He's gone. Carly, there's nothing more we can do. You have a pretty clear picture of what's going on.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
She's gone too.
Wow.
All right.
Ew.
Stella, just because love Big D. That was his card. Let me grab Lydia quickly. Lydia, we have a lot going on here. There was a very clear picture that Dave was obviously cheating on his wife with Estella, and his note that said, Estella, just because, was it love Big D? Yeah, love Big D for Dave.
Yeah, that's right.
And, I mean, I don't know what more to say about it. What was you have an opinion about a complex he has?
Yeah, totally. I think he has a rescue complex. You know, like he picks these women in sort of, low-paying jobs, wants to rescue them, he probably has money, dog walker, waitress, bartender. It's kind of like his MO. It's what he does. So
wow.
She should get a, yeah. So
you think he had rescue complex? He wants to come in and do what?
Kind of, save the woman from their pitiful situation, kind of thing.
He
be
likes
the
to
hero.
look like the Big D.
Exactly, and the poor woman. I mean, I don't know how long they were married, but it sounds like he's ready to move on to this next one, and then who knows how long that'll last.
All right. Well, a rescue complex. I don't know that I've heard that before.
Neither have I, but it makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah.
Are you guys? Thank you, Lydia. Are you guys watching Couples Therapy?
The show?
No.
Clearly not.
No.
Ripa keeps telling me it's a great series. Couples Therapy, right? It's a great, and on Showtime, it's a great series to watch. I don't know if it's good if you're a couple or not a couple, but she keeps telling me to watch it. We might be able to glean some understanding of what's going on in Ryan's Roses. Like, for example, the rescue complex. Maybe that's something they talk about in couples therapy on that show.
Okay.
It's real couples going through couples therapy.
Oh, that's a lot.
I don't think there's any shame in a couple going to therapy.
No shame at all.
I don't think so either. But it's if we can be a fly on that wall, and now we can.
That's
with
the
show.
point. Yeah. Well, Ripa is all about it, and so I better start watching it because she keeps asking me, and I keep saying I haven't seen it yet. So let's all start watching it from the beginning. All right, time for Ryan's Roses. So it's Tara in Echo Park. Let's bring her up here. Tara, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, we're hanging in there. So you saw your husband's truck, right? And what did you see that made you suspicious?
Well, I saw a picture of it from my friend's phone, and I saw this plumbing stuff and stickers on it, and I'm like, he definitely is not a plumber. I mean, as far as I know, he does set dressing and decorating, so I don't know why it would have that on his truck.
It was his truck with what, decals on it?
Decals and stickers of a plumbing company, and he doesn't work for one specific company. It's definitely not a plumbing company.
But why does that make you think he's cheating?
Well, because why would he be, supposedly at somebody's house during work hours? Like he should be at his job, going to different sites and getting different supplies. He doesn't work for one company either. He does freelance. He works for himself. He would never have a brand name or a company name on his truck.
Who sent the picture to you?
A friend of mine.
Online. Okay. Whose house was it? Did you know the house, the street?
Well, I know this girl named Alexandra, and she's married, and it doesn't look familiar to me. I've never been there. I don't know it.
So you know it was her house, right?
Yeah, it's her house. Correct.
How do you know Alexandra?
I just know her that this is through her friend. That this is the woman that he might be seeing. I don't really know her. I know that she's married though, and she's got a little bit of a reputation.
Like what? What's that mean?
I mean, I think she's got an eye for other guys. I know she looks at other girls, guys, and goes and does stuff with them. And I know her husband doesn't work at home, so he's gone during the day. She's home a lot, and then to see this truck parked in front of her house, it's ridiculous.
So
There's
you
no reason
think?
why
Wait,
you
so
shouldn't be there.
you think he's dressing up his truck to disguise what he's doing inside the house?
I mean, I know it sounds crazy, and I sound crazy, but I mean, I don't know what he's up to. I don't want to think that.
I mean, that's a lot of detail, right? To mock
really
up some sort of logo that goes on your door.
And are you certain is his truck? It could be the same truck, just somebody else.
No, it's definitely his truck. My friend showed me the picture. It's got the same license plate. I know it's that truck. I know it's his. I just don't want to feel like I'm going crazy because he's running around and trying to make me look like an idiot.
No, I can hear it in your voice.
All right. So how many did you get? One picture of this? Just one? Or you saw one picture online?
I have one picture. Yeah.
All right. So if that's happening, I mean, it's I've never heard of that, right? We've never had that situation where you're disguising your vehicle in front of as a maintenance vehicle, work vehicle, right?
Right.
Okay. So have you, let's come back and we'll make the call here. Time for Ryan's Roses. So Tara's on the line, Echo Park. She thinks her husband, this is a lot of detail, right? She thinks her husband, this is a lot of detail, right? She thinks her husband is putting decals on his truck as a plumber stopping in front of Alexandra's house, who has a reputation on the street, and you think that he's inside not plumbing.
Well, maybe he
if he's plumbing, he's plumbing her, not her pipe, her toilet.
Okay.
Right, okay. Okay. All right, so say to me this, Ryan, you're my person to call, your husband's name on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you're my person to call, Kiss FM.
All right, so let's see if we can find out. Sisney is going to offer some roses. Be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Great, thanks.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Eddie?
This is.
Hi, Eddie. My name is Trisha. I'm calling from the Blooming Florist. We're actually a fairly new flower shop here in Echo Park. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right.
I'm trying to promote our business, so we're offering local residents right now a promotion today. It's free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like.
I'm not interested.
No,
Thanks
they're absolutely free. They're absolutely free. I don't need any cash or billing info or anything like that from you.
Cool. Not interested.
It won't cost you anything. Are you sure there's not anybody that you want to send them to?
No, thanks.
Hi, Eddie. It's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is on the air right now, being broadcast. How are you?
I'm okay. What's up?
Well, we're calling you because your wife is actually on the line listening, and she is worried that you may be seeing some other woman. Do you have a truck?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's on that truck? Is it just paint? Do you have a logo, decals, anything like that?
Where are you going with this, Ryan?
No, I'm just asking. I don't know yet. But do you have decals on the truck?
Look, if I were going to send those flowers, now that I have you on the phone, I would have sent them to my wife.
Okay. Well, Tara, do you want to tell him why we're here?
Eddie, I hear that we're seeing a picture that you've been at this girl's house with your truck parked in front of it during work hours. Yeah, what are you doing over there with plumbing her house? Are you a plumber now?
I'm moonlighting as a plumber. What do you want me to say? Like, times are
You're
tough.
moonlighting as a plumber. Since when? Did you take a second job? I didn't know about this.
Like I said, times are tough. Why are you giving me the
why wouldn't you tell your wife?
Here?
Wait, sorry. Why wouldn't you tell your wife you're doing that as a second job?
Yeah.
Look, I'm moonlighting as a plumber. This is between me and my wife, and I don't appreciate being put on the spot here.
No, I agree.
Why would you be in front of her house during work hours? Why are you there and not at another job that you're supposed to be at? Why are you at her house when her husband's not home, apparently?
Well, those are the times that were given to me, and so I was there at those times.
And do you, Alexandra, do you know her? Do you have a relationship with her?
I've heard her name.
So you've never met her?
I built a vanity for her, so,
But as a plumber? Wait, that's totally different than plumbing.
I'm a handyman. You can ask my wife. I can do all sorts of things. One day it's plumbing, the next day it's building furniture.
Right, but you actually change the logo on your truck?
To do that?
Yeah, I do. It's good marketing.
Well,
Eddie,
I don't even know the company that is. How could that makes no sense.
What do you want me to do? Show you the decals?
Well, I mean,
like,
maybe tell your wife you're moonlighting, right? As a plumber, it seems like a conversation you would have, right, in a relationship.
Look, if you guys are implying that I'm cheating here, why would I go to the trouble of buying?
No. We're not implying. We're not implying that. Your wife thinks you are.
Like I said, Ryan, that's between me and my wife.
Well, she called us.
Right. So, yeah, you guys should chat about it right here.
Well, I mean, you did like her vanity or whatever. What does her husband think of it? How does he look in the vanity? Did you ask him if he likes it?
Yeah, I think he does like it. I did a fantastic job.
But why are you so defensive, Eddie?
I'm defensive because you guys are calling me on live radio and calling me out, and I don't think this is fair. Tara, if you got a problem, let's chat about it, but I don't want to chat about it with these goofs at KISS.
Well, I don't really want to hear that. It's through a friend that you're up at some girl's house in the middle of the day doing something else that I don't know about when I think you're at your actual job.
All fair
How do you think that makes me look?
Mm-hmm.
I think when someone's working as hard as I am, you should appreciate it.
Well, I work hard, too. So we both make money.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, okay?
Eddie, Tara, do you guys talk? Do you communicate in your relationship about what you're doing?
Yeah, but I guess not enough. I guess I don't ask about his other women. I don't say, are you
There's no other women. There's no other women.
But Eddie, you're very, Eddie, with all due respect, you're very defensive.
Well, with all due respect, your respect has something to be desired, Ryan, because you guys are just putting me on a hot spot for no reason.
No, we are not. We didn't want to do this. Tara reached out to us.
This is bull.
This is what, Eddie? Bull? Bull?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you having me on time delay? Because I'd love you to beep out a few things.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm going to let you guys talk this out together. I think talking is the first step here.
That's very gracious of you. You are so kind.
No, listen, it's our pleasure. We're just trying to help here, okay? So, Tara, I think you guys should talk about this new job and see what we can find out, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck to
Thanks
both.
Thanks for nothing, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Eddie. No, thank you, Eddie. Okay, bye-bye. To me, I mean, why would you be that angry and defensive if you're not doing anything wrong? But also, if you're moonlighting a second job and you're married, wouldn't you say, hey, guess what I'm doing? And trying to make some more money for the family.
I got for the truck, everything. Nothing. He's hiding something.
Did he sound like Dax Shepard?
Oh, yeah,
a little bit?
He did.
I mean, Dax is not that angry, but he kind of sounded like Dax Shepard. I mean, Sisney, let's go back to Ryan's Roses. Eddie said that he's moonlighting as a plumber, right? But did not tell his wife about the second job.
Right. And then when he goes to describe why he's at Alexander's house, he says he's building a vanity. Nothing to do with
that made no sense. What does that mean? So he's a handyman and a plumber, and those were. But he did not tell his. Like if Michael had a second job at wherever, right, doing whatever, he would tell you, unless he's hiding something.
Yes, exactly. Or if he was, then he would be more apologetic about it, I think, if he was put on the spot like he was just now.
I find it so strange, the tone of Eddie, right? Like demeaning, disrespectful, not hearing her, right?
I mean, even when I got him on the phone, he was mean. Like, he might just be a mean guy.
Well, it sounds like it, yeah. But do you think he's cheating?
I think he's hiding something. So maybe, I guess so.
Yeah, you're not that argumentative, right? You're not that aggressive, actually.
I'm not
if
sold on the
doing
cheating
something
thing.
good. You don't think, really? So, but they know that Alexandra has a reputation. And that's where he's... Yeah, but he parked his plumbing truck in front, and he's working on the furniture. It doesn't add up.
Yeah. Definitely don't like him.
No, I don't like him at all, of course.
Yeah.
Patty, what do you think?
He is for sure cheating. And the fact that he's not telling his wife these things is just to me unreal.
I just
like, oh, by the way, yeah, I am a plumber now. It's like, well,
but regardless if he's cheating or not, speaking to your spouse like that is
gross.
It's almost abusive, right? It's almost, I mean, it is almost verbal abuse. Mm-hmm. So I think they should, whatever's happening, they should probably not be together.
For sure.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. It says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband talks in his sleep a lot, but the other day he actually clearly spoke another woman's name in his sleep. I asked him about it in the morning. He said he did not know anyone by that name, but Ryan, I don't believe him. Okay. So, Kelly, thank you for coming on.
Hi.
Hi. Does your husband generally speak in his sleep, or is this the first time you've heard of it?
Well, he does, but when he speaks in his sleep, it's always like gibberish, like it's like nonsense. It doesn't even make sense. But, I mean, the name Nancy was crystal clear when I heard it.
Nancy. And do you know anybody named Nancy?
No, that's why I thought it was something that I should worry about. And so when he woke up, I said, hey, who's Nancy? Do you know a Nancy? But I didn't really elaborate why I was asking because I kind of wanted to feel it out and see what its reaction would be. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, I don't know a Nancy. But I don't believe him. I'm not convinced because whenever he talks in his sleep, it's literally just like blah, blah, blah. And it was just Nancy.
Could you make out anything else he was saying or just her
No,
name?
it's just it's so awful. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach. He's
Yeah, of
just,
course.
Like in a loving way, like breathless, Ugh. So I just need to know, like.
I understand. Is this the only indicator that you think he's been just this
Yeah,
one thing, or is there other
question.
stuff?
I mean, he has been kind of distant, and he was kind of abrupt when I asked him. I would think he'd be like, why are you asking me about Nancy? But he didn't even question it. Don't you think that's strange?
How long have you guys been together?
We've been married for 4 years.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hang on one second. We're going to come back. We're going to call our husband and find out if we can see who he sends the roses to and who Nancy is. Kelly's on the phone. She's worried that her husband, because when he's sleeping, he's talking about some woman named Nancy. And so Kelly's worried that he may be cheating. And I know you said that, but I feel like there may be other subtle things that in your subconscious you're thinking may also be the reason, but this is the tipping point. So Kelly, need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Sissany call him. You'll hear everything.
Okay.
And she'll offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and then what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
So be very, very quiet until we come in and tell him he's on the air. That's important.
Okay.
Okay, good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Jason.
This is he. Who's speaking?
Hi, Jason. My name is Casey. I'm calling from the Enchanted Florist. We're a flower shop here in Corona. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're right on the corner of 6th and Lincoln. Brand new, just trying to promote our delivery service, and so we're giving out a free dozen red roses this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call, a bunch of people throughout the week, and you have been selected to receive some roses. We'll technically send them to somebody. So is there anybody that you'd like to send these free flowers to?
No thanks.
Oh, come on. Wouldn't you like to put a smile on someone's face?
They're
absolutely free. I don't need credit card info, billing info, anything. I mean, do you have a wife? We can send them to your wife?
Well, I mean, I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but, we're getting separated. So, that's not the best thing to do.
Kelly, or Jason, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. Kelly.
We're getting separated? Well, that's, to me, we're
on the air.
Watch your language, Kelly. Watch your language, please. That's all right.
Sorry.
Jason, your wife has asked us to call you because She thinks you're cheating on her. What's going on? What is going on, Jason? What are you talking about here?
Yeah, this is news to me. Like, were you going to tell your actual wife or just random people that call you and offer you flowers?
Well, it's not like that, Kelly.
It is like that. You just
be like that. No.
Well, explain what you're. What are you saying?
Well, I mean, I was planning on talking to my wife about this, not people on the radio.
Right.
Okay,
well, what
then
is
let's
it your
talk
wife needs
about
to
it.
hear?
How about we start with who the heck is Nancy, and how long have you been her?
It's not about Nancy.
So there is a Nancy. You admit that you know a Nancy. I can't believe this.
I understand that, and I'm going to talk to you about this. But
Oh, really?
I really, yes, I will. But I can't have this conversation over the radio. And this is a little ridiculous that you would call me.
Oh, don't put this on her.
Set up now.
Jason, so there is a Nancy, and you're planning on leaving your wife for her? Is that fair to say?
I'm not really going to answer your questions.
No, you're not. You are answering my question. You just answered it.
It's true.
No, I didn't, because I didn't give you an answer. And I'm talking to my wife right now. So if you could really stay out of this right now, this would be...
You know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know this, Jason. You're such a coward. How could you do this to me? How long were you going to hold on to this?
I was going to talk to you about this, but you're coming to try to entrap me. That's entrapment. Kelly, so don't even say it like you're like this high and mighty person. Okay?
I can't believe you're putting this on me.
But I wanted to have a civil discussion about this, but now I'm yelling now.
Jason, you sound insane. You realize that, right?
Because you put us in this position.
You put us in this position.
No, I didn't. I wanted to have a conversation with you. And I realized that this is very, very hurtful, and I don't
Jason, just facts here. You just told a stranger, a woman you don't know, offering you free flowers, that you were getting separated from your wife before you told your wife about it. That's bad. So, are you cheating on your wife? Jason, I don't. Are you cheating on your wife?
Obviously,
I told you
he is.
I'm not going to answer that question to you.
Did.
I don't have to answer.
Did. Your silence, and your pause answered it.
Yeah, you're such a
The reason that I told that lady that we're getting separated was because she was like shoving it down my throat, saying, "Well, do you want to send them to your wife?" I was like, I've been thinking about this for months now, okay, and it's been on my mind. And so when someone came out of nowhere and said, "Oh, do you want to?" I said that, and I don't know why.
Because in your head, you already don't have a wife.
Yeah.
That is so messed up.
In my head, I know that I have to have a conversation with her about getting separated.
All right, well, we're going to let you guys have your moment in privacy together, Jason. I mean, the fact that you told a stranger that before your wife is shocking. Kelly, I'm sorry. I don't know about Nancy, but clearly this has been something that he's been waiting to bring up with you, and now his hand's been forced. So I hope you get the truth out of him. Good luck, Kelly. Thank you for calling us.
Thanks, guys.
All right. I mean, he's mean.
Yeah.
We'll hit it back.
I wasn't shoving anything down his throat either.
Don't take it personally. It's now time for Ryan's Roses. Let's grab Naomi here. So Naomi says, and I'm going to read this again, but Naomi says, I go to the gym. I'm out for an exercise. On my way back, I see my coworker driving away from my street. We live in a cul-de-sac, just a few other houses. So I texted her and asked her what she was doing. She said she wasn't there. I asked my husband if my coworker was here, and he said no, but he looked stressed and he looked agitated. No reason for her to have been on my street. No reason whatsoever. Naomi, thank you for coming on. It sounds like she's lying to you.
Yeah, I'm really concerned about this one because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, the last time they would have ever seen each other was at a Christmas party like 2 years ago. I don't know why Marie would be having an affair with my husband.
Well, okay, so her name is Marie. All right, no, wait. The last time she would have seen your husband would have been 2 years ago or seen you?
No, I mean, I was trying to put it together, like, when would Marie ever be with my husband? And I don't think they've ever met, but I thought about it, and like 2 years ago there was a Christmas party, and they may have seen each other at that.
But they don't have any exchanges at their work other than the party?
No. My husband doesn't work with me. I work with Marie. She's my coworker.
You work with her. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and yeah.
And you're sure it was her?
Yes, I am 101% that it was her. I mean, she's like a very distinct face.
Let me ask you something, Naomi. I'm guessing you're pretty good at reading people. I don't know what line of work you're in. I don't know how often you see her, but you see her.
Yeah.
So what is your vibe of this woman? Do you think she is backstabbing, malicious? Do you think that, do you get a negative energy from her?
I didn't think about it up until now, but I mean, she's very to herself and a little pretty, but I guess I could see there's definitely a part of her that could be backstabbing. I see it now.
So you think she's capable? What I'm getting at is you think she's capable of doing this something to you?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, so and your husband, he was being shifty?
Yes, absolutely. I went in there and it was just like, I mean, you can tell your significant other how they're acting. You just get the vibe, and he was like very, very stressed out and not focused at all. And I could see that he was lying.
All right, well, hang on one sec. We are going to call him, but sis, you got to be real confident if you think you can fit that in when your wife goes for a workout.
Yeah.
I mean, how long is the average workout?
Unless they've been doing this for a while and they're super comfortable with each other.
But still,
so messed
up. That just like, what if she forgot something? What if she didn't? What if she had the treadmill? There was a line.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right, let's come back and make the call here with Naomi and her husband. So it's Ryan's Roses. Naomi's telling us she lives on a cul-de-sac. She said, I saw this coworker of hers leaving her street. Only a couple houses on the street. She thought, that's weird. That seems like my coworker was at the house while my husband was home. I asked my coworker about it. She denied she was there. I asked my husband about it, and he was like acting shifty and agitated and nervous, but said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Naomi, how long have you been married?
Us? We've been married for 2 years.
How long is your workout?
Like an hour.
How far is the gym?
30 minutes. So I jog there for 30 minutes. I do arm workout, all the weight bearing stuff, and then I run back home. So I get my cardio in for an hour.
You must be in great shape. That's big time.
Yeah, but it clears my head and keeps me focused for my job and everything.
What do you do for work?
I'm a real estate agent.
All right, here's what we're going to do, Naomi. We're just going to call your husband, and you're going to hear it. We're going to be on the air. Sissy's going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to, what he puts on the card, and whoever it is, what that person is to him, okay?
Okay.
So that's as simple as it's going to be. Just stay quiet until you hear us come in and get permission from him and let him know that he's on the air and being broadcast. Now, Sissany is going to do it. Naomi, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Now, remember, her name, the coworker's name, is Marie. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Eddie?
Yes.
Hi, Eddie. My name is Sonia. I'm calling from Yaya's Flowers. We're a local flower shop here in Cerritos. How are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Hi. I'm calling because we're trying to promote our delivery service. So we're giving out a free dozen red roses. Like I said, they're absolutely free. I don't need any credit card information from you. Just the name of the person you want to send them to. And we can even put a quick little note on there.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. How about Naomi? That's my wife. And
okay. Your wife.
Send a happy early Valentine's Day.
Love it. Happy early Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay, cute.
Nice. Hey, Eddie, my name is Ryan Seacrest. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio now. We've got your lovely Valentine, Naomi, on the line. How are you, Eddie?
Hi. Great. How are you?
Good, buddy. Thank you for taking a second to stay on with us here. So Naomi asked us to call you because she thinks you're cheating on her.
Hi. Yes, I still think that thing with Marie was a real thing because you were so nervous, and I could definitely tell. And I don't understand why you would send me the roses because obviously you're doing something with this woman, and I just don't get it.
Hold on. So, wait, what? What's going on?
Well, Eddie, her coworker Marie was leaving your cul-de-sac, and so your wife thinks she was with you while your wife was at the gym, and even more, she thinks that maybe you're cheating on her with Marie because you lied about it when she asked you about it.
I saw her driving off. I saw her driving off.
This is all absolutely insane.
Are you cheating on your wife?
Yes,
of course not.
He definitely did. He definitely did. I'm telling you. I came home early because my knee was hurting from my workout, and so I definitely came back early and I caught them.
Was Marie at your house, Eddie?
No.
Do you know Marie?
Yes, I do know.
When was the last time you saw Marie?
I don't remember.
So Eddie, let's again, and I ask you again. Were you with Marie on that day when your wife saw Marie leave your home?
Of course not.
So Marie was just dead in the street?
Driving away.
Possible.
She's just there in the cul-de-sac hanging out?
I mean, possible. How do you even know it's her?
I definitely know her face, and I saw her.
All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I saw her driving away.
I mean, how do you know? Okay, well, how do you know that there's not another person in the world that drives a great Prius?
I never mentioned that she drove a great Prius. That's what
how do you know?
How do you know what kind of car she drives?
There it is. That's what I was looking for.
Eddie, come on. You know what kind of car she drives? Yet we're told you've only seen her at the holiday party? I mean, Eddie, come on.
Eddie, just come clean.
What's the deal, dude?
I'm sorry. This
all right.
This all just came across to me way too fast here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not cheating on anybody.
Okay, Eddie. All right.
I got what I needed, guys.
All right, Naomi. Good luck.
I mean, this is crazy. Thank you guys so much.
Yep. Bye.
Thank you.
I don't know what's going on there.
I think he knew it was us.
Yeah.
He didn't know it was
I
us.
think he did. He was so quick to accept, and he didn't really sound surprised or fight me on it.
Why wouldn't he hang up then?
Because I think he was trying to send the flowers to his wife to make it look like he's not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But if he only saw her at the holiday party once or twice or a couple years ago.
2 years ago, by the way.
And he knows she drives a gray Prius,
I
think we have a problem. It's time for Ryan's Roses. You got to follow along on this one. I'll try and get to it fast. Dear Ryan and Sissany, this is going to sound really crazy, but I feel like my husband's been pushing me to cheat. He keeps talking about other guys to me, pretending to be suspicious if I mention the name of another guy. He asks me where I've been when it's nothing out of the ordinary. He accuses me of flirting with a guy we met at a party. I feel like he's either pushing me to cheat to get him out of the relationship that we're in or bringing up cheating to pave the way for me to catch him. It's like so twisted.
Yeah.
So she says, I really think he's doing something. Dana, let's just zoom in on this for a second. Thanks for coming on. So you think that he might already be cheating and he's trying to trap you?
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but he's never been this way with me before. So, and I haven't changed. Like, I know I'm not flirting with people. I'm not doing anything differently, but I don't know what he's doing. He's just acting odd. And so that's my only, because I know I'm not cheating, that's my only way to wrap my mind around it.
Do you think he does want, like, some people have been known to sabotage their relationships to get out?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I was heading. Like, I wonder if he's trying to get me to, like, or if he just doesn't want to feel bad about what he's doing and wants me to be the one to end it somehow, or I don't know.
How is he bringing these guys up? Like, when you guys are out, he points a guy.
Yeah, so, like, we were at this party a couple weeks ago, and I guess, I don't remember it at all, but some guy bumped into me when I was coming out of the bathroom, and when we got home, he was like, hey, I saw you flirting with that guy with the beard, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I had no idea what he was talking about, and then it was a guy I had bumped into. So he's made up, like, this scenario. Either he made it up, or
he's either projecting or sabotaging.
Or he's just really jealous.
Yes, the word projecting I couldn't come up with, but that's it. Like, I'm like, because I do wonder if he's sabotaging, but the projecting too, it's like that's the other step where I'm like,
very common.
Is he doing something?
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very common. It's very common. It's very common in human behavior. You project your own issues into someone else.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very common.
How long have you guys been married?
Just over 5 years. So we know each other pretty well.
Right. Okay, and this is all new behavior. All right, Dana, hang on one second. We're going to try and get to the bottom of it next. So Dana's on the line. We're about to call her husband of 5 years. He's doing one of two things. He's either projecting his own infidelity, cheating, and thoughts about other women onto his wife, trying to make her actually cheat because he's doing it and wants her to get caught before he does. Or he's trying to sabotage the relationship to get out because he's just doing things that don't make a lot of sense. He's bringing up guys and bringing up her flirting with other guys, and he's really pushing it, and she doesn't know what he's talking about. So to me, it deduces to one of those two things. Let's call him and find out if he sends the roses to Dana, his wife, or somebody else. Dana, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to call him now. Do you have kids?
No kids. We don't want kids, so.
Well, let's find out what's going on with him. Is he projecting or sabotaging? We'll find out. Sissany is going to actually call him. We'll all hear this, so be very quiet. And we want to find out who's top of mind, who he's going to send flowers to that are free, and then if there's a message of sentiment that he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck. Here we go.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Brad.
Brad's here.
Hi, Brad. My name is Ariana. I'm calling from Flowers on the Vine. We're actually a brand new flower shop here in Sylmar. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. I didn't buy anything. I don't really want anything.
No. I'm calling because each week we actually give out a free dozen red roses, and today you've been selected to send these free flowers to anybody that you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we just hope that you refer us to friends and family. We're right on the corner of Polk Street and Glen Oaks. You know where that Little Caesars is?
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So I just need the name of the person that you would want to send these flowers to.
Oh, to Dana.
Dana? Okay.
What
would you like to write on the note?
That we'll put from Guess Who.
Guess Who? Cute. Okay, so obviously don't sign your name or anything.
No. It'll be I think it'll be fun. She'll like it.
Who's Dana to you?
To me, she's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife. Cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can get these out by lunchtime today. And
Hey, Brad, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and we have the recipient of those flowers, your wife Dana, on the phone, who asked us to call you. How are you, Brad?
I'm good.
Hey, so who do you think she's going to guess those flowers are from?
Well, I was hoping. I don't know. This is awkward. I thought me, and maybe if not, I thought it might be fun. Like if she thought it was somebody else and gave me a different name or something. I don't know. This is personal.
Well, listen, Brad, it is personal, and Dana has asked us to call you because, if I can be blunt, she is concerned about some of your recent behavior, and she thinks that you're trying to push her into cheating or thinking about cheating or thinking about other guys, that you're doing that, or that you're sabotaging your marriage. Is there any truth to that?
No. By getting her I want flowers for her.
Well, Dana, maybe you can tell your husband what you're sensing.
So, yeah, the reason I emailed them is that I'm so confused by your behavior lately. It seems like you've been talking a lot about me flirting with other people, and I kind of feel like you're trying to draw me into some kind of a confession of something that isn't happening.
but it's been confusing. It's been for a few weeks. Like, you've never really talked that way before, and now I feel like, okay, so to get to my point, I kind of am worried that either you're trying to push me away or that you're projecting, like, your own indiscretion or something.
Okay, Dana, no, I mean, there have been moments at some parties and things when, you know, like, you're beautiful, so guys talk to you, and that's attractive, so honestly, I thought I was flirting. I'm really, like, I'm sorry, and I thought, you know, maybe, like...
You thought you were flirting with me?
Yeah, like, I don't... Look, I want to spice things up a bit, and I don't know. I'm sorry. I really thought that maybe, like, you know, pretending that you were flirting with somebody or that that I could maybe be that guy that would maybe spice us up a bit. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of...
Huh.
So let me just interject for time here. Brad, are you cheating on your wife?
No.
That's good. That's just want to clear it up.
No.
And is there any reason you're trying to get out of your marriage?
There's zero reason. I'm very happy. I just feel like, you know, like maybe things could be a little more playful romantically. So look, I'm bad at flirting. That's what I found out.
Well, Dana, there you go.
Okay.
Those are the answers.
Yeah, I think that is. I kind of feel like that is the answer, and okay, good. I guess we need to spice things up a little bit. But
let's get creative, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Let's get a whiteboard out.
Yeah, a little role playing.
That's fun.
Sweetie, that's
great.
That's cute.
It's very
Dana,
cute.
I'm not messing around. I just don't. Look, you guys flirt with you. I figure if I rode the train a bit, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
And I had not even noticed. I really have eyes for you, sweetie. That's it. So,
this is getting way too intimate for us. We're going to let you go. Thank you, and we're so happy that everything's good. And you know what? Creative time. Let's dig into the bag of tricks. All right.
We'll do it.
I'll go.
Okay. And Patty's great at this if you want tips.
Oh,
right
cool.
on.
Okay. Patty, you might want to just grab Dana on 6.
Yeah.
Tell her your Valentine's story.
I will. Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect for them. Wow. I don't know what to do with myself. That was such a sweet, pleasant, beautiful, awkward ending.
If you believe it.
Oh, come on, guys. So, Dana writes to us, Ryan's Roses. She thought that her husband was trying to get her to cheat or projecting his cheating onto her or just sabotage the relationship because he was, well, what we learned, he was trying to flirt, but in a weird way that wasn't really working. So we get him on the phone and we ask him, is he cheating?
No.
That's good. That's just want to clear it up.
No.
And is there any reason you're trying to get out of your marriage?
There's zero reason. I'm very happy. I just feel like, you know, like maybe things could be a little more playful romantically. So look, I'm bad at flirting. That's what I found out.
So he was like asking her about other guys, saying, hey, what are you doing flirting with that other guy as part of his flirting? And he sent roses to her saying, to Dana from guess who? He was trying to be playful.
Interesting.
I believe him.
I believe him too. I just still think it's weird that this is his way of flirting.
He admitted it's not his strong suit.
Right.
But he's trying. Carrie, what do you think?
You know, I actually believe Brad.
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend and I, we point out attractive people to each other all the time. We even flirt with other people in front of each other.
I think that they sounded like there was still happiness there. I agree with you. Thanks for calling. Shauna, what'd you think?
So, hi guys. I just wanted to call in. I have a crazy idea that what I think is secretly going on in his head.
Okay.
First of all, I do think that he's telling the truth. I don't think that he's cheating. However, I think that he's trying to give her hints because they know each other so well, she should be able to pick up on it, right? I think that he's trying to say that they should bring another man into the relationship.
Really?
Interesting.
Yes.
And that's why he keeps bringing up guys that were flirting with her?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you never know what he's really thinking, but I think he might be trying to give her those little ideas to put that in her head.
I didn't think of that.
Pick up on that.
I didn't think about it either, but honestly, that makes sense.
And
that
he
makes
doesn't want to
sense.
just come right out and say it, so he's giving her he's pushing her a little bit, nudging her with it, and then it's going to put the idea in her head naturally. And so that then, like, in a way, it'll be her idea to do it, you know? Which is so weird, but the two seem a little awkward anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. They did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to Three's Company in it.
Yeah.
Come and knock on my door.
And he wants her to come up with the idea because that way it kind of like doesn't put the pressure on him.
Is Brad waiting for you? Three's Company too. Okay, Shauna, we think you win.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.
That's
I'm gonna go with that.
Me too, because I wasn't buying the flirt. I'm a bad flirter.
Told you.
You didn't tell us anything, Tanya. What did you tell us?
I said, I don't believe it.
Well, no, we're not saying we don't believe him.
You don't believe he's not cheating?
Yeah.
So you think he is cheating?
Yeah.
Right. So
we don't.
We don't think he's.
Oh, you just think.
We just think that he's trying to introduce a more creative concept, which is another guy.
Remember, he said he wants to spice things up.
Yes, it makes sense. It makes. See, Tanya told you.
Nah, I told you.
That's the roses. Initially, Sissy and I were like, okay, so he fumbled a little bit with his flirting. It was a little awkward, but they're in love, and he's not cheating. Tanya thought he was cheating. Sissy and I agreed he's not.
Yeah, I never knew he was. I never thought he was cheating. I just thought it was weird, like how he was trying to flirt.
Well. Then Shauna calls in and goes, guys, are you naive? He's suggesting that she invites a guy into the relationship for a beat.
Spice things up.
And that's why he keeps bringing up dudes' names.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. So that's where we left it. We decided Shauna was right. We don't know, but that's what we decided.
Yeah, we're going with that.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here we go. If it's a public service, if there's an issue in your world, you can't sort it out, come to us and we'll try our best. Dear Ryan and Sisney, my fiance has been distant lately. That sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you get engaged, you expect to ramp things up.
Yeah, it's like the happy times.
It should be getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
The excitement. I feel like he's preoccupied. He's been so busy. I can't figure out what he's busy doing. It's not just work. We only see each other half the time we used to. All this is weird. When we make plans, he's not there. He gets super defensive when we try to talk about things.
The
Maggie
defensive
in
thing
Norwalk.
is bad.
Now, one likely scenario could be he's just nervous
I was
about
thinking
the wedding.
opposite.
About the wedding approaching. What?
I was thinking that maybe he's planning this big surprise for the wedding, and that's why he's been distant.
What surprise would you have for a wedding?
The grooms do this all the time, where they like all of a sudden break out in like a song and dance for the bride and like do this whole performance.
Like a flash mob?
Totally, something like that.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
No, really?
No.
Check it out on YouTube. A lot of videos.
All right, I'll be doing that tonight. Hey, Maggie.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for coming on with us. We understand that this is supposed to be the happiest time when you're gearing up to actually have the wedding.
Yeah.
And now your fiance is turning away and pushing you away, yeah?
Right.
So tell me, Sisney points out something interesting. Getting defensive is a problem. What is he getting defensive about?
That he's not spending enough time with me.
And you say that and he gets defensive.
Yeah, he gets really not only defensive, but when I try to ask him why, it feels like something is a little shady, you know, like we used to always go to like Hamasushi every Saturday and then that stopped. You know, like we would go dancing at the club crawl, whatever, and then he stopped doing that. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm thinking maybe he's like getting more ambitious with his job, which is, you know, cool. But then even just like little things, like just meeting me for dinner. We don't live together, but we're going on a year. It's really, really serious. I mean, we're engaged, basically.
Why don't you live together?
You know, I haven't pushed it. I have a roommate, and so like I'm still in a lease.
Now this is gonna.
So,
when are you guys gonna get married? When's the wedding?
We haven't planned it like per se.
Oh, okay, so there's no date.
It's just we've just like talked about our future a lot. You know,
This is going to upset a lot of people, but I'm going to say it. I think you should live with him before you get married.
Well, Yeah, I mean, I come from a really traditional kind of religious background, though, and I hear you. I totally hear you.
It's not for everybody. I didn't live with Michael before we got married.
I just think that it's hard to tell what someone's truly like until you live with them under the same roof.
But you'll get that vibe when they spend the night. And
Yeah.
No, not the same. Not the same.
Yeah, I mean, he spent the night before. And,
I hope so.
like, we've taken trips together, weekend trips, nothing more than, like, a few days. But, I mean, I feel like I have a really good sense of him.
Okay.
Which
Listen.
is why it's like, I don't know. It's just he's just distant lately.
Well, hold on. I'm going to put you on. We're going to come back. We're going to call him and see what we can find out. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like she knows him that well. I mean, she spent a couple of trips with him, and they're engaged.
Well, it's short, and like they've only been dating for almost a year. She said, and now they're engaged. So it's a quick engagement.
They need to move in together.
They don't need to do anything.
They do.
Some people work at different paces.
Well, clearly her pace isn't working.
We don't know that yet.
Oh, well, that's fair. All right, let's come back. We got Maggie on the line. She apparently is engaged to this guy she doesn't see ever. And he's been acting more and more distant. She doesn't see him.
I know, but you can word it a different way.
Well, they don't live together. They've been on a couple of trips. They're dating for a year. Now they're engaged.
He's getting all defensive.
He gets defensive when she says, you don't spend enough time with me. And that's a problem. And she's worried. And she thinks that he's preoccupied with another woman. That's the bottom line. So let's see if we can find out. Okay. Maggie, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
On Kiss FM.
On Kiss FM. Sorry.
And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to call him now. And here's what's going to happen, Maggie. I want you to be very quiet because Sisney is going to offer him some roses and then try and find out who's top of mind, who he wants to send them to, what kind of emotion he wants to write on the card, okay?
Okay.
And then when we tell him that he's on the air, then we can bring you in. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this John?
This is he.
Hi, John. My name is Vivian. I'm calling from V's Flowers in Norwalk. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So we're on Imperial near the Civic Center. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm calling because we're offering local residents a chance to send free roses to anybody that they'd like in order to promote our business. They're absolutely free. I don't need credit card info, billing info, anything like that from you. It's just a dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. Is that something you'd be interested in?
You'll deliver them?
Yeah, we'll deliver them today, probably around lunchtime, if that works for you. I just need the name of the person you want to send them to.
Send them to my wife, Elena.
Elena. Okay, your wife. What would you like to put on the note?
Just say, I've been enjoying spending more time with you.
I've been enjoying spending more time with you.
Love, John.
John, it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have your fiance Maggie on the line. Do you have a fiance named Maggie?
No.
Hi.
John, who's this woman?
Hi,
Maggie.
John.
Hi, Maggie. Maggie is a woman that I date.
Who's Elena?
I'm sorry. What is this?
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. That is important for you to know. But Maggie tells us that you're engaged. Is that true or false, John?
That I was engaged to Maggie?
That you're engaged to Maggie?
No, I'm married. I'm in an open relationship.
Maggie.
What?
Hold on. Maggie, are you not telling us the truth?
We have been together for almost a year. We're not officially engaged yet, but we've talked about our future multiple times. I had no idea he was married to another person.
No. I told you that. Our first date. I told you I was married. I'm in an open relationship. I've been missing my wife lately, so that's why I've been spending more time with her.
No. The first time we met, we were both drinking a lot. Maybe I thought you were joking, but
John, over the course of the year, this never came up again where you were transparent?
No, I don't talk about my wife when I'm
he never talks. This. I think I would remember this.
Are there more women, John?
No, right now, I'm just dating Maggie.
Why you just say it's a matter of fact? That's so crazy.
Your wife, Elena, does she know about Maggie?
She knows I'm dating somebody, yeah.
And this is an agreement you guys are fine with?
Yes, she's absolutely fine with it.
So why be married? Why not just be single?
Well, I love my wife very much. She's the most important relationship to me. But, we've decided that we can see other people as well, as long as it doesn't interfere with our relationship, which...
He never talks about this. He never talks about this.
No, I don't talk about that with you, Maggie.
Well, John, so what is your intention? What is your intention with Maggie?
It's fun. I had fun hanging out with Maggie. But I did tell Maggie. I was very clear that I was married. There was no deception on my end.
We've talked about our life together in the future and like where we would possibly live. And we did not talk about ever living together. I'm not leaving my wife to live with you, Maggie.
Oh my goodness. Maggie, you got to just get out.
Well, Maggie, this is very clear and cut and dried. You need to move on.
I agree. Yeah.
100%.
I'm in shock.
And
yeah,
John,
I'm like not breathing
Johnny,
right now.
So, John, Maggie is going to move on. That's fine.
I think that's a good idea.
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Maggie, John, we're going to let you both go. Thank you very much for talking to us. Good luck, Maggie. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Patty's jaw is, like, on the floor.
I am shocked.
But he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong.
And he might not be.
Yeah, he might not be.
Well, all right, let's come back. I got to take off my sweatshirt for this one. At least roll up my sleeves.
Okay.
We just did a Ryan's Roses. Now, the quick was, she said engaged to John.
Yeah.
And that John's become distant. Now, they don't live together. And we went through all that. And she said, well, they've traveled together. They've spent the night together. And they've been together for a year. Well, we get John on the line. John sends the flowers to his wife.
Elena,
I've been enjoying spending more time with you. Love, John. So we get John on the phone. We say, John, what's going on? We have your fiance on the line. He says, I don't have a fiance. Well, who's Maggie? Well, I've been dating Maggie. Well, who's Elena? That's my wife. Well, what's going on? I'm in an open relationship.
Very matter of fact.
He said he told Maggie that he had a wife at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he seemed to think that no rules have been broken because his wife knows he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, and he and his wife have that agreement, then he really didn't break any rules.
Except for the fact that he led Maggie on this whole time.
That's true. Maggie thought, she kept saying, wait, we talked about our future together.
Right.
Tiffany, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Honestly, I think Maggie is a little delusional, but I feel really bad for her.
Yeah, she got in with the wrong guy, and she clearly didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe, if you're in an open relationship, you tell a girl about it when she's not drunk, but, I mean...
Right.
Yeah, the fact that it never got brought up again in that year, it's like they're going on trips or doing this.
If he's so transparent, he should have definitely made sure she understood it.
Yeah.
Like, you really understand, right?
She clearly did not.
Just so no one gets hurt.
He's shady, but she's also delusional.
Well, thank you, Tiffany. I think you asked the right question. If this is your life, why be married?
Totally.
And he's like, well, because I love my wife.
And I was just like, whatever, man. Because
Ellie.
you can't argue with that.
Go ahead, Ellie. You're on with us.
Hi.
Hi.
I am just so shocked. I can't believe that she didn't know for a whole year. Like, I think that he is lying. I think he's lying to his wife. I think he lied to her.
You don't think he's in an open relationship? You think he's telling everybody a lie?
I think so. Because how did she not know for a whole year? Like, she never went over to his place. How did he just mention it on the first date and then never mention it again? Like, it makes me think that he's, like, doing this to other women.
Yeah, he made it seem like he had multiple. Remember, I asked him, I was like, how many more movies? Well, now, I'm just dating Maggie.
Yeah, and then he was just so casual about breaking up with her. He was like, yeah, I guess you should just move on. Like, who says that? Like, I think he's like a psycho or something.
All right, well, enough craziness for the morning. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Thanks.
You take care.
But there are marriages like this.
Yeah, and guess what?
I don't understand
People
them.
find happiness through it.
I don't get
They
it.
don't get jealous, and they find happiness.
I don't get it.
It is time for Ryan's Roses. So we decided to do this for the holidays, I guess, because what was it?
People want it.
Was it 80-30?
It was 80-30.
So what's
80
that? It's up to
people
110?
called in and 30 people said no.
So 110 people called.
I believe so, yes.
It says, Dear Ryan, my husband has had a female friend back to before we met. It bothered me over the years, but he swears nothing has ever happened between them. They've been friends apparently since college. Lately, she's been calling, and they've been talking a lot because she broke up with her boyfriend.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
And he says he's the only one she can talk to about it. Thanksgiving weekend, we had a big fight. He stormed out. I was home alone. I got sick to my stomach feeling that he went to her. I drove by her house, and sure enough, the car was out front.
Do we even need to make the call?
Nope, we're not going to make the call. He's guilty, he's cheating, and that's it. On Thanksgiving weekend, too. So, Annabelle?
Yes.
We think he's cheating.
Yeah.
So why would he be so close to this girl?
Well, I mean, she's been basically a platonic friend since, gosh, before we met, like back college. And I mean, it's bothered me over the years, but he swears that there's nothing has ever happened between them.
Did he ever date her?
He says no. But I mean, it's like they were inseparable, or I mean, whenever she calls, he's always there. And lately, she's calling all the time, and they've been talking a lot because apparently she broke up with her boyfriend.
Right.
He says that he's the only one that she could talk to about it. So,
Yeah. So why did you guys get into a fight over Thanksgiving?
Well, it's not important. It's just, it was this huge fight. I mean, he stormed out. I couldn't even go home to my family, we were going to go home to see my mom, but I was just home and I was stewing, and I really got this feeling that he was there with her.
And he was, right?
Yeah. I mean, I drove by her house. His car was in the driveway. I mean,
Have you addressed this with him?
I did. Well, initially I called him 3 times while I was sitting right there in front of her house, and he didn't answer, of course. But, when he got home, I mean, I asked, obviously, and he did admit it, but he said nothing happened.
He did?
Yeah, he says he was there, but he says nothing happened.
Okay. How long have you been married, Annabelle?
2 years.
2 years. So kind of a fresh marriage. Sissany, how long have you been married?
2 years.
Yeah. So
Almost 3.
Right. It's all new. So she thinks that her husband is cheating with this platonic, quote unquote, friend, right? I can't believe that he went there on You guys got into a fight, and then he went there Thanksgiving Day or Thanksgiving weekend?
Thanksgiving Day.
Oh.
That's a huge fight. Like, a fight on a holiday is a huge fight. What is this woman's name?
Cynthia.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. We are going to call your husband and offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and then what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Are you all right?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm worried about you.
I'm emotional. I mean, this is, he's lying to me, obviously.
Are you sure you want us to make this call? We don't have to.
No, I need to know.
Okay.
I need to know.
Okay. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM, okay, right now.
We're going to do it right now. Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. I'm looking for Joe.
Yeah, this is me.
Hi, Joe. My name is Layla. I'm calling from Beach Blooms. We're a new flower shop here in Huntington. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. I don't need anything though. I appreciate the call, but
Before you go, honestly, we're just trying to promote our new delivery service. We just opened up here on Main Street, and I just wanted to see if you wanted a free dozen roses. They're absolutely free. You can send them to anybody that you'd like this morning. We can get them out by lunchtime. I don't need any credit card information from you. They're totally free. We're just trying to get the word out of our delivery service. You'd really be helping me out.
Okay, yeah.
Is there anybody that you'd like to send them to?
Yes.
Great. Okay, what's the name?
You can send it to Cynthia.
Okay, and what would you like to put on the card?
Yeah, you could just put in, like, thanks for being there, or thanks for always being there. You can write.
Thanks for always being there. And how would you like to sign it?
Oh, you can just write Joe. From
just
Joe.
right. Joe.
Joe, it's Ryan Seacrest. You are on the radio. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. We have your wife on the line. Why are you sending flowers to Cynthia?
I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you.
Joe, what's going on?
Look, Annabelle, she is a friend. I told you.
A friend that you go see on Thanksgiving when you leave me all by myself.
And Joe, you sent flowers to another woman. You're married. Why wouldn't you send them to your wife?
Well,
Why are you even hanging out with another woman? Period.
Okay. First of all, she's had a really tough go of it here with this breakup, and
Who cares? That's what her girlfriends are for.
Upfront.
So, Joe, let's just make this easy. Are you cheating on your wife?
No,
Come on.
You can't even talk.
I'm not. I didn't want to do this on the radio. I didn't want to I didn't want you to confront me this way. I wanted to talk to you after things had smoothed out.
So you are.
So if I'm being honest, I have.
I can't believe. And you're not even talking to me at the house, so how do you expect me to not put you on the radio?
How do you expect me to talk to you after the way you talked to me on Thanksgiving?
Wait, what'd you fight about on Thanksgiving? What happened?
That is so not important. This has nothing to do with Cynthia.
What was the fight about?
It's not important.
Well, clearly it is. I mean, he left you to go to Cynthia's house.
Joe, what happened?
Look, you can't just put me on the radio like this and not be honest yourself.
What does that mean?
I want her to tell you about Thanksgiving.
Well, tell Annabelle, what happened on Thanksgiving? It's making me crazy.
No, you do not need to know what happened on Thanksgiving. All you need to know is that he left me.
Fine. Joe is cheating on you, okay? Joe, you're cheating on your wife, correct?
I don't know why you have to keep saying it.
Because you're doing it. And Joe, I think you're in love with this other woman.
I think so.
I thought.
You are so in love. I'm so
I thought that
cool. 2 years.
I know. I'm sick of dealing with you coming at me on these important days, and it's like everything is that we vowed to each other goes away just because you decide that you want to make me the villain. I'm always the villain on these big days.
How are you not a villain? You're cheating.
You're cheating. Yeah. All right. So, Joe, look, I have a question for you. Do you want to stay in this marriage?
I'm not staying in this marriage if it's going to keep going like this. I will say that.
Keep going. You're the one that's violating the vows.
Right.
Yeah, yes, I admit that.
Okay, I'm gonna put you both on hold, Annabelle. I'm very sorry that this has happened. But I'm gonna put you guys on hold, okay, for a sec.
Okay.
I have a question. How is he making it sound like she did something wrong?
I know.
Right? He sounds like he's making her to be the bad person.
I want to know what that fight was about.
Well, no one's telling us.
We can try to get it out of one of them.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's time for Ryan's Roses. It is a public service. I want to get right to it. The email says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband went out with some of his old buddies for a night out. The problem is he came home very early in the morning. He tried to play it off by jumping in the shower and pretending he got up early. But I know he didn't sleep in the bed. I called him out on it, and he said he slept on the couch. Why is he lying? What's he covering up? So this is very interesting. Is it Raina?
Yes.
Raina in La Mirada. Well, thank you for writing to us. What do you think he was like washing the smell of alcohol off or cigarettes off when he was showering?
Yes, probably. Because I could still kind of smell it on him later. Or at least, not the cigarette so much. I mostly just smelled like alcohol, beer.
And just to be clear, why did he say he didn't come to the bed and he stayed on the couch in your place?
He said he didn't want to wake me. He said I was snoring. But I listened to a lot of Ryan's Roses, and I don't think he's cheating on me, but I just have this nagging thought in the back of my mind. I don't know why he did that. He won't explain himself. He won't be clear.
All right.
How's your guys' relationship otherwise? Have it been rocky? Have you guys been intimate?
Yeah, it's been fine, except for this, and the fact that he, can't answer a simple question. But yeah, otherwise, we haven't been married that long, but we've been together a little while, and yeah, we've always, been very affectionate with each other. He's never given me any reason to, doubt him, but I have this nagging thought.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. Let's get this done. We're going to call him next. Calling Reina's husband in La Mirada. He was sneaking around, basically. He says he was sleeping on the couch, but truly, she thinks he was out all night. Then he tiptoes into the bedroom, and he showers off. Mm-hmm. It's very strange, rushing to the shower and all that. Yeah. Reina, we are going to call your husband, and we are going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card. It's that simple, okay? So stay very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay.
And I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, we're going to do it. Good luck. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Steve.
You got him.
Hi, Steve. I'm calling from the Flower Galleria on Rosecrans. We're actually right in that shopping center near the Sizzler and the Carl's Jr. You know where that is?
I know that. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so I'm calling because we're brand new to the area and we're offering a chance for local residents to send free flowers to anybody that they'd like today. And you've been selected to send a dozen red roses.
Actually, you know what? It's perfect timing. That'd be great.
Really? Okay, awesome. So all I need is the name of the person you want to send them to, and then we can put a note on there as well. And they can get them by lunchtime today or any time that's more convenient for you.
Okay, I want to send them to my wife, Reina, and I want to say that I love you, baby. That's all.
I love you, baby. Okay.
Absolutely. She's the best.
Aw.
Steve? Hi, Steve, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. Your voice is going out, being broadcast right now on the radio. I need you to know that. Reina has reached out to us, and she, if I'm being totally honest and just to save time here, she thinks that you were not telling the truth when you said you slept on the couch and then jumped into the shower. She believes maybe you were covering something up. You didn't come home and you quickly wanted to shower off. Can you explain it to her? She's on the phone.
She's on the Ray?
Steve, hey.
Okay, is this a joke? What's happening here?
No, it's not a joke.
Yeah, you think a shower off? Is that what he said? A shower off what, honey? What am I supposed to be showering off? I mean, come on.
You didn't come to bed. You jumped in, I woke up and you were in the shower at 6 a.m. You never do that.
You were snoring like a. You want this on the radio? Your parents.
I don't
you were snoring.
snore.
No, you were snoring like
I don't snore, Ryan. I don't snore.
Hold on.
But
stop yelling.
separate
Everyone,
matter.
stop. Steve, stop yelling. Steve. Hello, Steve. I mean, he's yelling and now he's hanging up.
Wow.
Well, hold on.
I don't believe this.
Hold on for a second. What's with his anger? What's with him just yelling? What is that? But you too, you're yelling. Everyone's yelling
to me that way before, ever.
I don't know what's going on, but you guys need to amp it down, both of you. I don't know what he did, But the fact that he's that aggressive, just yelling at us, you shouldn't have to endure someone who's not transparent. And also, if he's running around and sneaking in the shower, that's all bad.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't want to talk about it. So we're with you. We think he's hiding something. Clearly.
I mean, he's never raised his voice to me like that ever.
Well, then that reeks of an issue. That reeks of some guilt. He sent the note to you, I love you, baby. Then he went nuts. Then he hung up. And I think he is sneaking around. I think he's not telling you the truth. I think he is covering something up. So I hope in a cool, calm, collected, mature way, you guys can have a conversation about this so you can get to the bottom of it, okay?
Yeah.
He sounded defensive.
Yeah.
But we're going to give you a big hug and wish you luck, Karina.
Thank you, Ryan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Now, everyone's yelling, and my view is the guy's guilty of something, and they got problems in their relationship. You don't escalate to that level. You're not listening, right? They're not listening. They're yelling. So I think, he's tiptoeing into the shower. That is so obviously trying to hide something.
Yeah. And clean yourself from what?
Right. Smoke, bar, alcohol, gunk. Yes, Patty?
This is what I found really interesting when they were arguing about her snoring, and then she went to you and said, Ryan, I don't snore. Like, to me, I felt like she was asking for validation from someone because she's not getting it from her husband.
Well, then there you have it.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't get the validation, and he's out running around. That's why she's not getting it. And so here we are. There we were. And where do we go? Maybe he was washing off perfume. I mean, there's a lot of things, right? Of course. But I think very, very, very astute, Patty. I like that. I like that point because it tells a lot. It's simple, but it tells you a lot. Okay. I think it's a very simple conversation that we can have here before we move on about Ryan's Roses. How many Ryan's Roses calls do you think we've done? Mark, who would be the best at the math?
14 years.
I can give you a pretty good
answer.
All right, give me an idea. So
2 a week.
52 weeks.
52
So
weeks.
times 2 times 52.
But we take 4 weeks vacation.
We didn't start Roses in 2004, and we didn't always.
A lot
do
of
it twice a
variables
week.
here, guys. Don't jump to conclusions, okay? Don't jump to conclusions. So, Mark, let's go through this methodically. Because the reason I ask is that this one, I just know I've been through so many. This one's, I honestly think it's textbook. It's textbook. But Mark, do you have an equation?
We started doing Roses twice a week in early 12. So
Okay, but we did them once a week before that.
Yes, for a long time.
Oh.
Well, so are we not going to add those
I'm
in?
going to need a minute to do some calculations.
Do you want to call Nick?
Yes, I'll get with Nick.
And have Nick come in.
Just do it on
He's
your
the abacus.
calculator.
Nick is the abacus of this machine.
Hold on.
Why can't you just get an average? 1,000 roses.
No, I want actually. I want hard data.
6 years. So
Yeah, Tanya, here, work on that with Miss Tati over there. Let me get Tara, and then we'll come back to this. Hey, Tara, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
You're snorting when you're laughing too. Everybody's snort laughing.
I'm really trying
Snapping.
on this math.
So here's what we have. Raina, she saw her husband come in the next morning, basically tiptoe into the shower, and he says, "Well, I didn't want to wake you up. I slept on the couch." Turns out, we think he's out and he wanted to wash himself off from being at a bar or something. But what's your take?
You know what? The way he acted, I think he's lying. I mean, he clearly has something to hide if he's going to yell and scream like that. Like, that's just unacceptable.
Agreed. Listen to the tone.
You didn't come to bed. You jumped in, I woke up and you were in the shower at 6 a.m.
You never
do
what?
that.
You were snoring like a. You want this on the radio? Your parents.
I don't
you were
snore.
Snoring, no, you were snoring like
I don't snore. Ryan, I don't snore.
Hold on.
But
Stop
that's a
yelling.
separate
Everyone
matter.
stop. Steve, stop yelling. And then he just bailed. I mean, that is not that kind of yelling. What kind of progress can we make? Everyone's screaming at everybody. So, Lindsay, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, that was like an episode of Housewives or something.
It was.
Or like cat screaming or something. Oh my gosh, they just sound super unstable. But the thing that keeps entering my mind, he just sounds sketchy, like sketchy Steve, like Steve equals sketchy. Because it doesn't even sound like maybe there's a cheating situation. It sounds like there's something else way worse than that. I don't know if it's drugs, drug dealing or something, but he is hiding something.
Well, his reaction is just not, it doesn't fit. So we think there's shadiness. I don't like it. Look, to me, I say it's textbook. I think he got so aggressive and so defensive. He's clearly lying.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Totally.
you don't put that much into it if you're not lying because it's the truth.
Mad.
The
Yeah,
truth
he was
is
mad.
the truth, and it prevails. You know. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. Nick Vestuto has arrived. Hey, Nikki.
Hey.
So I want to get this calculation, but I want to do it when we come back.
Okay.
Kiss FM. Hang on one sec. But first, a quick calculation. So let's be clear. Sisney's having twins.
Yeah.
Patty's upset that she's taken her fantasy football league relationship with Gael as a name for one of her babies. I mean, this is all
I'm not
happening.
taking it. I'm considering it.
Considering it, but Patty's not thrilled. I mean, let's just call a spade. All right. Tanya, well, I mean, what do I say? And 14 years of this show, right? 14 years. Nick Vestuto.
Yes.
How many years have you been at Kiss FM?
32 going on.
Wow.
How many years with Rick Dees?
About 18 with Rick and 14 with you.
Is that not that is insane?
32. I'm 33. Like, my entire life, Nick Vestuto has been.
Do you know what's funny though? I met you when I filled in for Rick, and you look like you. I mean, you looked fine, but like you look so much healthier and better now.
Thank you.
And yet, that's so many years gone by. What did you change?
Just got a little healthier with the diet and started to work out every morning at 4:30. No,
You're insane.
No rain, and just keep going.
Good for you. Until you get out of the way first thing.
Yeah.
What do you do for your workout?
About 40 minutes of cardio and about 45 minutes of weights.
Wow, that's a long workout.
And he's training for the Ironman. All right, so we figured you'd be the best source for being our abacus here. We're trying to calculate because I do think that the more we've done, I'm now starting to see themes. I'm starting to see patterns, and I'm starting to see textbook things. And I like the one we had today, which to me a little textbook because of his defensiveness. So I know he's lying. How many Ryan's Roses calls would you say since I've started we've made?
Okay, we started Roses about 2006. So
Okay.
we were a couple of years into our show. We started in 2006. I'm figuring 2 a week. If you subtract vacations, Christmas time and everything, we give it a little bit of a break. I'm thinking we are very close to about 1,200.
1,200. Now, Mark would argue that, saying that we only did it once a week for a couple of years.
Till 2012.
Okay.
So
all right,
now what do
I'll
we
give
do?
you that. Then if you then I'll subtract that and I'll give you. We'll say close to about 900 to 1,000.
All right, so Mark, do you accept?
I will
feel like
accept
Mark,
that.
you're not going to challenge that.
No, that's good.
All right. So let's say a grand, 1,000. Let's say we've done 1,000, right? 1,000 Ryan's Roses. If we were to go in and forensically look at the patterns of those Ryan's Roses, I'll bet you we could break it down into a handful of patterns. There'll be some miscellaneous, but I'll bet you we can break it down into seeing some real rhythms and real patterns in what people do and what the what the truth is, right? Wouldn't you say?
I would think so. Yeah, there would be definitely a pattern that would, because there's only so many. How many
outcomes.
scenarios do
Right.
we have?
You're either doing it or you're not doing
Yeah.
it. You're either cheating or lying or
Right.
not.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I almost think we could write a book. We could write maybe we could write a help book for this telltale signs they're cheating. Telltale signs it's from the Roses,
Well,
right?
one of them being like if they get really aggressive,
Right.
then that's usually a sign that they're cheating or something's up.
Well, I mean, look, if you didn't do something, you don't get that loony about it.
Mm-hmm.
You just say it didn't happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the first thing. You would be incredulous at first, like,
Yeah.
And then,
what are you talking about? Right.
then these were the things we would pick up on, like when we talked about at the hack. When when somebody's lying, they look to the left or something like that for a split second. That's what.
That's right. Yeah. I know. By the way, I do that on all the news shows. I watch the cable news shows.
Yeah.
I watch to see all of these people that are being interrogated for the whatever nastiness going on. I look, for the Mueller investigation.
Yes. Yeah.
I look to see which ways their eyes goes from that morning hack.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Wait.
Yes, Tanya.
I have a title for the book.
Okay.
We got 999 Ryan's Roses, and I hope you're not one.
I love it. Do you think Jay-Z would let us have it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now we just need a publisher. Patty, Patty, you have a book deal, don't you?
I actually, I'm the owner of a publishing company.
Yeah, she could publish
so
it.
We'll give you back Gael if you will give us a deal.
I'll do it.
All right, coming up Monday, it is our 1001th Ryan's Roses call. Thanks, Nikki.
You bet.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here we go. If it's a public service, if there's an issue in your world, you can't sort it out, come to us and we'll try our best. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband was away on business in Chicago. We've been texting and everything seemed normal, but then I needed to call him. I couldn't figure out how to turn the grill on, and the ring was the weird ring. It wasn't a normal ring. He didn't answer. Called him a few hours later to say goodbye. It was that same ring. So I mentioned the weird ring, and he said he thinks it's some roaming thing his phone does. So I looked it up, and clearly a ring you hear when you call another country, which is so strange that they haven't put the universal ring around the world. Because it's so obvious. Like it. But so you can't say, hey, I'm in the country, and then that ring happens. You can't get away with that.
Well, don't lie.
Well, I'm not saying in general, but like, let's say you want to say you're out of town, but you're not out of town, or you're not out of town, but you're out of town, but you're out of town.
I don't want to say that.
What do you want to say?
I would tell the truth.
Well, but Sissany, maybe you don't want me to know that you're in Cabo. Right? And I call, and you're like, hey, what are you doing?
And
I'm just hanging out.
That would never happen. I would never lie to you.
But maybe you don't want me to know that you're taking you got a great contract. You got a lot of time off.
I don't. But I don't lie.
Well, Tubbs, for example, let me use Tubbs. Tubbs,
might lie.
Maybe Tubbs doesn't show up one day because he's got to, relay some cable or something.
Right.
And
always laying cable.
Always laying cable. And then I call Tubbs and I say, Tubbs, it sounds like you're out of the country. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I do because the phone's like, I mean, it could be a real issue, and here it is. And that's what this is all about. So it's almost as if the phone companies are helping Brenda out determine where her husband is. And Brenda, thanks for coming on with us. So you say he said he's in Chicago. You definitely know he was out of the country because of the way the phone rang, right?
Yeah, I mean, he goes out of town a lot, and the phone always rings the regular, normal ring. But then when he was gone last weekend, it was like, meh, 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 instead of the normal ring.
That sounds like a horn.
Sounds like Europe.
That sounds like an ambulance in Europe.
Well, I even started getting really worried. My dad was kind of like, that's not normal. He's probably cheating. He's doing CrossFit. That's a sign they cheat and all that.
What? He's doing CrossFit? That's a sign of cheating?
Well, that they're getting all ready to go be with someone else or something. You know?
Huh.
I don't know.
Oh, like a quarter-life, midlife crisis, body transformation. All right, Brenda, hang on one second. We're going to call your husband, see if we can find out where he was. Brenda's husband said he was in Chicago on business. She called the phone, and it was the international ring. He was out of the country. So why, where, with whom, and why'd he lie about it? Brenda, we're going to call your husband now and see if we can find out. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have permission to call my husband on Kiss FM.
We're going to call him now and stay very quiet until we tell him he's on the air. Let's see if we can find out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hold on one second. Sissany is going to offer him some roses. Let's see what he puts on the card, who he sends them to. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Nick.
Yeah, this is Nick.
Hi, Nick. My name is Janelle. I'm calling from Duarte Blooms. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So we're new here to the area. We're a brand new flower shop right off the 210. And the reason I'm calling is because we're offering a chance for local residents to send free roses to anybody that they'd like today. They're absolutely free. I don't need any billing info, credit card info, anything like that from you.
Okay. Wait, am I on the radio right now?
This is Janelle from Duarte Blooms.
Is this Ryan's Roses?
This is Janelle from Duarte Blooms.
Okay, because this sounds very familiar. I think I've heard this bit before.
Oh, well, is there anybody that you would like to send free roses to?
Yes, but seriously, am I on the radio right now?
They're absolutely free. I don't need any credit card info or anything like that from you.
No, I know this bit.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Yeah, I would like to send roses to my wife, please.
Okay, and what's your wife's name?
Her name's Brenda.
Brenda. Okay, what would you like to put on the card?
I love you so much. And why am I on the radio?
That's weird. Okay, is that what you want me to put on the card?
Yeah.
And will you hang on 1 second, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. What? Ryan?
I'm not getting involved now. Are you kidding? No. You're squirming and he's squirming and I'm not getting involved. You work it out.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean?
What
do you mean you work it out?
You guys opened this can of worms. I'm not getting involved now.
You guys, it's called Ryan's Roses. It's not called Sisney's Roses.
Only because it is alliterative with roses. I mean,
yeah, no, you can't. You can't now.
okay, so I'll put you back on. Just say thank you very much.
Say you'll get them out by noon. Yeah.
Right.
He knows it's us.
Who cares? We just pretend.
Hey, Nick.
Hello?
All right, so actually, I'm going to have to give you a call back. Our systems just went down, and I need to get them back up in order to get all the delivery address and stuff like that. So is it cool if I just call you back?
Totally cool.
Thank you so much, Nick.
You got it.
Hey, Nick, before you hang up, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. And it is your wife.
I knew it.
Well, I don't know that you did, but your wife, Brenda, is on the line, and Brenda would like to know where you were when you said you were in Chicago. We know you're out of the country, so please tell her what you were doing.
What do you mean? I wasn't out of the country. I was in Chicago.
But your phone rang with the international ring when she called you to talk about the grill.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Brenda, are you on the line with us?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I can't believe you. Listen,
I don't know why you're not being honest. Why did you have an international ring? That doesn't make any sense, and I feel like you're making jokes about it.
Let's call T-Mobile and find out. I don't know. I don't know. I was in Chicago.
But Nick, you weren't in Chicago, or your phone wouldn't have had the international ring on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Listen, I don't work for the phone company. I don't even know how the phone itself works.
But how do you explain that, Nick? Were you in Canada? Were you in Chicago? Were you in Mexico? Where were you? Guess you weren't in Chicago, but it would have rang like normal.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I understand there's like a different ring. She told me this. I
don't know what you're talking about either.
I'm just thinking, even if you're not cheating, maybe you were just being cheap and didn't want me to go on the trip or something.
Did you go somewhere?
I didn't go. No, I didn't go. I was in Chicago the whole time.
Okay, so Brenda, we're gonna let you guys go and figure this out. I don't know. It sounds believable, but if you heard the ring, then you heard the ring. The phone doesn't lie.
Maybe you can get some surveillance video from the hotel that he was at.
Oh my gosh, what are we doing?
Well, I'm just saying.
Lord, somebody's on the path. Wow. Who
I
are we turning into
to
here?
sign anything that gives you permission to see whatever I did.
Okay, well, Brenda, we'll leave this to you and Nick, all right?
Thanks for trying to help, guys.
All right, bye. How about Scotland Yard over there heading for the surveillance?
Just saying.
Scotland Yard, Sisney Yard.
Go to the proof.
So just to go back for a second, we need to talk about our protocol when we call in Orion's Roses and the husband answers and he says, "Oh, I know what this is. This is Ryan's Roses." Because at that point, you tried to make him think it wasn't Ryan's Roses. And then you looked at me.
I thought you were going to jump in. I was
Why
like,
would
okay,
I jump in at that point?
Because he was like, okay, he knows.
But what if he thinks he knows, but he didn't really know?
So then I caught on that you basically were not going to come and help me.
Well, it's not help you. It's about getting help for his wife.
So anyways, I tried to drag it out as long as I could. And then you still left me hanging.
But this wasn't about helping you out. This is about helping out Brenda in her marriage.
So you thought he was just saying it, even though...
I thought a lot of people might just say it, you know? Even, like, he may not have known. He may have just thrown it out there. So we kept going.
Yeah, it totally threw me off. That's never happened to me before.
Well, I have to say before he hangs up that it's voice on the radio. So you know I got to get in there. Otherwise, the management gets mad at me if I don't do that.
Rules and stuff.
But I'll be honest, I started sweating watching you squirm with him.
You're right. You're probably enjoying it.
No, it was not enjoying.
I know. I was sweating too. I literally have it dripping down my arm.
And then Patty's like, everyone's making faces.
I know.
I mean, you're the first one in here with this. Like, I'm surprised you decided to backpedal.
Because I didn't believe he thought it was us.
So then, what do you mean? So even if he didn't believe it was us, he still said it. So therefore, it's in his head. He's going to send the roses to his wife, regardless.
I think he could have been walked down the road of being transparent with you, but we didn't get there. Like, I think he just said that, but didn't really believe that it was us on the air with Ryan's Roses. Look, so the deal was his wife called his phone when he said he was in Chicago, but it gave the international ring.
So he's lying.
Yes. Well, either she's lying or he's lying.
Right.
I don't think she's lying unless you dial the wrong number.
Right. Maybe she dialed the wrong number.
How can you not dial
your husband's wrong number?
Plus, it's in your contacts.
Yeah.
God, that look. I'm just trying to be devil's attorney here and just help her. Like, maybe everything's
Devil's
fine.
advocate.
Devil's advocate. Not his attorney.
I mean, how far is Chicago from the Canadian border?
Well, I mean, by foot or by car or by train or by plane? Like, as a crow flies?
Because look, when I cross the border from Tijuana to San Diego, like sometimes it takes like a few feet before like you get like a normal ring.
Maybe it doesn't kick right into it.
You know, like that's what I'm, like how far is it from the border?
1,300 miles, I'm told.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So let's say he's lying. Was he prepared to? Because he played it off the whole way down the line.
Not to the note. He's like, why am I on the radio? Even on the note.
I know. I think he was prepared for our call. Even though he wasn't quite sure it was us. And it was us. So he was right. But did he think he was right?
So do we think he's cheating?
Well, we don't know if he's cheating. We just know he was traveling outside of Chicago.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? He was in the international ring space.
I have more questions for Brenda. If you're calling your husband and you hear it ring internationally and he doesn't answer, are you just going to give up? Just call once? I'd call like 100 times.
But you know what? When you have kids, sometimes it's hard to do all these things.
I don't know. I would go crazy.
When you have kids, it is true. It's hard to know.
I would be calling coworkers. I'd be looking up his email account.
No, you suggested he gets the surveillance from the hotel.
Well,
that she goes in and gets the surveillance from the hotel.
It's a very easy thing to do.
I agree with you on that. I think that's a great idea.
How's it easy to go get the surveillance from a hotel?
You can get surveillance from anywhere.
You cannot walk in as a civilian and ask for surveillance footage of a commercial place.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because the FBI does that kind of stuff.
Well, maybe you
and
get
even
the
they
FBI.
have a hard time too.
Yeah, it's like you can't just walk in and ask for footage.
When my
Hey, can I see the lobby footage
You
and the
guys,
elevator footage?
In my old condo, when my car got stolen, I asked for the surveillance video from the Starbucks and the neighboring bank, and they gave it to me.
Were the police involved?
Yes.
Well, then that's why they gave it to you.
Well, it's easy. Get the police involved.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. If you think someone has, in your relationship, or someone, your other half has been cheating on you, or something's just going on that's not right, you can send us a story. Do it via email, ryan@kissfm.com. Then we'll put you up with Patty off the air and find out if you want to make the call. But anyway, here's what we got from Mandy in Seal Beach. She says, my husband has his favorite restaurant we literally used to go to once a week. Now he doesn't want to go there at all, which I find very strange. And it's not just that. There's a small coffee shop next to it that we used to go to regularly on the weekend. He doesn't want to go there anymore. And the other day, we were in the car together, and he avoided the street altogether and took a different route home.
This is like a growing problem.
He's hiding from something. The way he's acting is very weird, she says. What's he hiding from is the question. So you don't know of any other woman. It's just his behavior is so strange. Right, Mandy?
Yeah, I just don't know why he's acting like that. And it's just really, really, really weird for me.
And why haven't you just gone there by yourself? Check it out.
I think I'm just scared. Maybe I'll see him. It's just, we go there all the time. And the fact that now all of a sudden he doesn't want to go there, or he doesn't want to go to the cafe next door, is just, if he's avoiding it so much, and if I see it, I don't know how I'm going to react. Because he's the love of my life, and I wouldn't be able to see it.
What kind of history do we have here? How many years together?
7 years.
See, I think most of us girls would first thing, like grab a girlfriend, go and check it out, go eat there, go to the coffee shop, and investigate a little bit.
Honestly, he's had a little bit of a history where nothing ever happens, and then I don't want to do that again because I've always speculate, and then I'm completely wrong, and then it brings us into those issues, and I don't want that. We've moved past that.
Hey, can I ask, did you say to him, hey, honey, why are we not going to our favorite spot? Why are you why is everything different? Maybe he just wanted to change the pace.
Yeah, he just goes, oh, we should just try something different, but at the same time, that it was an easier way to go home and going through that street, and he literally went all the way around to avoid that street, and that's where I was like, okay, something's going on.
That's weird.
I would be like, okay, let's try different restaurants. We've been going there, for a couple times now. Let's try something different. That would make sense to me. But if he wants to avoid that street, does he want to avoid being seen with me? That's what That's why I'm calling you guys to help me, because I don't want to start our issues again and bring all that up if it's nothing, and I don't want to seem like it's nothing again.
So in your mind, he's cheating on you with someone, and he doesn't want that girl to see him with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're going to make the call. Patty's going to come in here. Mandy, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay.
Mandy, Patty is going to offer him these roses, and then she's going to ask him who he wants to send them to and what he wants to write on the card. So we want to hear all that. Once we hear all that, we're going to jump in and see if we can get some answers, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Rafael?
This is he.
Hi, good morning, Rafael. My name is Patty, and I'm calling from Precious Flowers.
Okay.
I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want today at no charge. I'm also including the delivery free of charge.
Okay.
And all I'm asking is if you can go to my Facebook page and just like and also share a post of mine, so maybe other of your friends on your Facebook can also like my page. I'm just doing this to promote my service and that I'm in the area here in Seal Beach.
Okay, I can do that.
That would be really awesome if you can help me with that. I'm offering either red or white roses. You decide. You tell me which one you want, and I'm also including a note on the flowers.
Okay, anyway, I can get a mix of both.
You want red and white?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Okay.
Let me write that down. Red and white roses. And who are we sending these to?
If you could send it to Kristen.
Kristen. Okay, and what do you want to put on the note?
If you could just write, it's kind of personal. Well, I guess I'll just tell you. Just write, I can't do this anymore. Sorry.
Raphael, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast right now on the radio. We have your wife, Mandy, on the line. Who is Kristen? Is this who you've been trying to avoid every day? Raphael, who's Kristen?
No one.
What do you mean? Who are you sending these flowers to?
Mandy, do you know who Kristen is?
Kristen. Raphael, who's Kristen?
What do you mean? No one. You're giving her flowers.
And Raphael, what?
Red ones, the white ones.
What are you saying you can't do anymore? What is that about?
Nothing. Nothing's going on.
Then why are you sending her flowers? What do you mean nothing's going on? You're letting your hair grow out of nowhere. Now you're all of a sudden, you don't want to go to our restaurant. You don't want to go to the cafe we go to. And now you're sending flowers to someone? What do you mean she's no one?
I don't want to go to the restaurant anymore because we go there too much.
Raphael,
you know what, Raphael? This is really...
there's a lot that doesn't make sense. So you're not going to the restaurant. You're not going to the coffee shop. You're taking a different route home. You just sent flowers to a woman named Kristen and said you can't do this anymore. You're guilty of something. What is it? What aren't you doing
tell
anymore?
Tell us what it is.
What are you trying to stop doing?
It doesn't matter. It's over now.
It does matter. Well,
Don't say it doesn't matter. It's been 7 years. I've been committed to you, and I want to have kids with you in the future. Do you think I want that if you're acting like this? Who is she? What do you mean there's nothing? There's something there. You're sending her flowers, and you're not sending them to me.
Raphael, who's the other woman?
She's this woman that I met, and I had a small relationship with her, not for long, but I've ended it. It's over.
Raphael, sorry, just to be clear, you are married, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so having a small relationship, I think, breaks the rules?
And I'm feeling really guilty and rotten about it, and that's why I ended it. I couldn't continue.
Well, what a saint.
Wow.
What a saint that you ended the relationship outside of your marriage because you started feeling bad about it. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Your wife is just saying to you she's committed for 7 years and this is happening, and then you act like it's no big deal. I think that's what it's a slap in the face twice because you're doing it and then you act like it's no big deal.
It's a big deal. That's what he does, and he makes it seem like it's nothing to me, and that's why I didn't want to bring it up. That's
Well-
why I asked you guys to help, and look how he's acting. He doesn't care. You've been married to me for 7 years. What's your problem?
Mandy told us, Raphael, you'd had issues before. Have you cheated on her before, Kristen?
No, this was the first time.
All right, so Mandy, hang on, Raphael, I'm hanging up on you. Mandy, hang on for 1 second, can you? Hang on for 1 second. Patty, jump on with Mandy.
Yeah, we'll do that now.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. We're going to Norwalk for Ryan's Roses. It is a public service. It is truly meant to be used as a last resort. And Marlene is on the line. Marlene, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm a little stressed out, actually.
Well, let me give everybody some background here quickly. So here's what happened. She sent me this email, and we pulled it. She said, Ryan and Sissany, my husband threw me a birthday party 2 weeks ago. We all drank a lot. When I woke up in the morning, I realized a friend of mine had spent the night. Her husband went home early, and she stayed at the party. I don't remember much, but the next day things were weird. She was acting weird, and so was my husband. Now, my first thought is no one knows what happened.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's trying to figure out what did happen. Where was she when you saw her?
My friend Adriana was, the last thing I remember is just like her, like passed out on the couch, and then I just blacked out. I just got way too drunk that night. My husband basically just threw me a big surprise party for my birthday, and we sent the kids off to my parents, and my friend Adrienne just got super drunk, and I just thought, all right, I'll just, let her pass out here. And then, I don't know, the next morning, everything was just so weird, and I haven't heard from her. I can't get a hold of her, and my husband's being so distant and weird with me. I know something's going on.
What's the rule on when you're married leaving your wife at a party? I think you have to take her with you.
Yeah, I can't believe her husband left.
Yeah, her husband just took off, I guess. I don't know.
All right,
it's weird.
We're going to come back, and how long have you been married?
7 years.
Okay, we're going to come back and call your husband, and let's see if he sends the roses to you or Adriana, you said is her name?
Yeah, Adriana.
Okay, hang tight.
Thank you.
Yep, we'll do it in 1 second. Hang on. About to make the Ryan's Roses call. So Marlene is on the line. Husband throws a birthday party a couple weeks ago. Everybody drinks too much, and she passes out, wakes up. Her girlfriend is still there. Her girlfriend's husband left, but no one knows what happened in that downtime. So Marlene, everybody's been acting weird and strange, especially her husband. So she thinks something happened after Marlene passed out at the birthday party.
Marlene, have you actually said something to your husband like, hey, did anything happen at the party?
Yeah, I made some jokes like, how about our new roommate, or, Adriana got pretty wasted, and he just totally changed the subject, and I know when he's lying. I know there's something in the air. I can feel it.
Yeah, that's bad news if he throws a birthday party and then hooks up with a friend.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Or just if he hooks up with a friend, period.
Yeah, it's all bad news. Let's make the call right now, okay? I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay, Brian, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
We're going to call him. Sisney's going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends these roses to and what name he puts on the card, plus what note he puts on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, Marlene.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Oscar.
Yeah, this is he.
Hi, Oscar. My name is Katie. I'm calling from Kate's Flowers and More. How are you doing this morning?
Good. What's going on?
Well, we're a new flower shop here in Norwalk. We're right on the corner of Studebaker and Norwalk. And just calling because we're trying to promote our delivery service. So basically what we're doing this week is we're giving out a free dozen red roses. And you can send those to anybody that you'd like today. They'll receive them by lunchtime. And they're absolutely free.
I think I'm good.
Are you sure?
Appreciate it,
You don't think
though.
that
Yeah,
you'd want to put a smile on anyone's face? Flowers will make any girl or guy happy. Well, are you married?
Me, I'm not married, no.
Oh, okay. Well, how about, and there's no female in your life that you'd want to send some red roses to?
Maybe, but I don't think I want to do it right now.
Oh, why? Is it still kind of fresh?
Well, the person I would send them to, they're married, kind of. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to send them like as a secret admirer? I guess that would be bad too, huh? No.
Yeah, that'd probably be messed up. But yeah, no, I appreciate it though.
Okay.
Appreciate the time.
All right. Well, thank you
Oscar,
for answering.
Oscar, hang on for 1 second. Well, it's Ryan Seacrest. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio, Oscar. Marlene, your wife, is on the phone. Marlene, is this your wife? Is that your wife?
Is it Adriana?
What the?
Easy.
Hello?
Easy.
You're on the
Hold
radio.
Hold on for a second. Oscar, are you married to Marlene? Oscar.
Yeah.
Why'd you say you weren't married?
Yeah. Like
Marlene.
You remember?
Marlene, what are you doing? What's going on?
What are you doing? Who the f*** are you going to send those flowers to?
I wasn't going to send flowers to anybody.
Oscar, we just all heard what you said. What are you talking about? You just said you weren't married and you were going to send him to somebody who is married. So, and something happened. Your wife thinks something happened at the birthday party you threw for her a couple of weeks ago. What happened? Did you mess around with somebody else at the birthday party?
No, we had a party and that was it. Everything was cool. I don't know what the problem is.
But Oscar, everyone just heard what you said.
Marlene, sweetie, what's the matter, baby?
It was my birthday and you hooked up with my friend? What?
Hold on. Oscar, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Why did you say you're not married if you just told me you're married?
I didn't know. I thought that was like a prank. I didn't know what was going on. Like, I am married to a beautiful woman, Marlene.
Then why are you sending flowers to another married woman?
I wasn't going to send them to her. That was...
You were thinking about it.
You even said it would be messed up if you send those flowers to her. You said that. Yeah, it'd be pretty messed up.
You're busted. Just stop.
What?
Just give up now, okay? This is over. You're never, ever, ever coming back home.
No.
That is it.
You
hooked up with my friend on my birthday? What's wrong with you?
You blame Adriana, not me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God!
Blame her.
You're the one who did it!
So you did hook up with her friend.
What happened?
But look, her husband left. Everybody left the party, okay? She stayed. I went to get a drink of water. I wasn't doing anything, okay? Blame her. I don't really even remember what happened, first of all.
God!
Like 3 in the morning.
Like more attractive than me? Is that what it is?
All right, look. All right, look, Oscar. You cheated on your wife. Your wife knows about it. It was with her friend.
It's not cheating. Nothing really happened, sweetie. It was like a joke. It wasn't even, it was so stupid.
What happened? What happened?
Barely anything. Like,
What's
it was
barely
nothing.
anything?
I just, like, she was like coming on to me. I kind of like pushed her off, and she kind of did some stuff, and then I just was like, I gotta go. Insane.
Okay, well, we don't need any more. We don't need any more detail at this hour. Oscar, clearly you're cheating on your wife. Marlene, you at least now know, you have the clarity to know that something has happened, and it's terrible.
Marlene, this is not the way to go about it either. Putting me on this show or whatever.
Hold on one second.
Get him off.
Now, just retrace those steps.
He's just lying. He's lying. Period.
He's going to get a glass of water, and then he hooks up with his wife's friend.
It was her fault. It's an accident.
The whole thing.
Come on.
Way she stays with. Do they have kids?
Yeah, they have kids.
How many do they have?
She didn't tell us, but she said they have kids because the kids went to the grandparents' house or someone's house.